We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
Run that thing, bro. You mad?
Oh, man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about, yeah?
Disclaimer. Run that thing back. Nah, man. Stay there in your corner, man. Run that thing back, fam. I don't want to hear nothing from you. We are live, guys. I'm Jay, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
Radio GS.
Sam, Mr. Blitztech.
And welcome to this Gangs of London premiere screening episodes 1 and 2 panel discussions review, something like that. Listen, firstly, shout out to Sky TV and AMC Plus for inviting us down to the premiere of Gangs of London, which was an amazing event. And we're just here to tell you about the show and to talk to you about what we experienced on the day. Now, we are going to have no spoilers today because Gangs of London is a madness and we don't want to steal some of the joy that watching, you know what I'm saying? It's all a bit of a madness. You get me? But to make sure you're part of the right gang, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up and press the notification bell so you get notified every time we drop a banger.
You just killed me, bro. I thought we score all in. Just like them. But
what are you man saying? I mean, we went down deep into central London and watched the first 2 episodes of Gangs of London with the cast, the crew, and a whole bunch of other supporters. It was like I said, it was a fire event. How are you guys feeling about what you heard from the cast? I don't even know where to start. What you heard from the cast, what you watched, do you know what I'm saying? Like, where are you man at with it?
Hey, what's good, fam? If you enjoyed this video, check out our TCN community where you will get private Discord access to join us in chatting about all things movies and trailers, participating in our debates, and even submit your requests on which ones we watch. You also get access to our full movies, animes, and series reactions, so don't miss out. The link to join the community will be pinned comment.
We back, baby!
we're definitely back. I think the first thing I can summarize just off the bat is they've turned the heat up this season. And when I say they've turned it up, they turned it the fuck up. Like, we absolutely love the first season, but then obviously we had that trailer reaction, we all went mad. But the thing that transpires, the way they start off from the get-go, they didn't come to play.
Yeah, man, I'm just happy for returning cast members, new cast members. You know who you are, man, like Koba. You're madman. And just what they were just saying, especially a man like Colin as well, one of the directors, like the way they kind of like almost just translate what's happening in number 1, like Raven was saying as well, just turn up the levels already, like what, episode 1 and 2, like
Straight.
both of them, you could just tell like they just amped up everything, just the choreography, just music-wise, like everything you see on screen, everything that transpires, it definitely has a stupidly sick thought process behind it, and you could just tell that. Man, just 2... I need to watch the rest.
Oh, man, like, I love it. I actually love it so much. And firstly, like, if you haven't watched Gangs of London season 1, definitely go check it out. It is like required viewing. Like, go and watch it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's got a bad boy director in terms of Gareth Edwards, who directs a whole bunch of those and kind of creates the show. And in this season, I love that even you touched on it as well, that Colin Hardy, he directs the first 2 episodes, and I think he directs the final 2 episodes of this season. Those were 2 of the episodes that we watched, and both of these episodes are fire. And it's like, I love that Colin was on the panel talking about how he's a friend of Gareth Edwards and he was around and he understands the vision and understands it, and it translates so well into season 2, like for him to be the person to do it, because it's like Gareth Edwards is like, yo, I'm about to do a madness, and he does a madness in season 1, and then Colin's like, more madness. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what season 2's like. I love the evolution of all of the characters. There's characters in season 1 that are in season 2, but they're different characters in season 2. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's not every show that takes a character who has an arc in in the first season and gives them a drastically different arc. And that's what it's looking like for, I want to say, even the majority of the characters in season 2. Whatever you thought you knew about someone at the end of season 1, it's kind of turned on its head going into this season. And like, they just put us in such a legit place, man. I really love what we've seen so far.
Speaking of places, one of the things that I could not shut up about that night is the mental frame they put man in throughout the 2 episodes. And I think this is where there's a separation between the first season and the second season, is that the suspense that man's is put through the whole time. Like, there was at no point I felt relaxed when watching this thing. Like, whether there's action, like, and to me, it wasn't even the action that got man, is before it, the dialogue, the things that were transpiring, the things that were being set up, and you just feel that tone, you feel that energy. And I feel that one of the things, again, that they ramped up on this season is the freaking music. Like, bro, you guys went absolutely stupid with it. Like, the whole tone, the whole vibe that you've done with the second season is just amazing.
Nah, man, it's actually mad, because one of the things that I love in terms of like just it's mad because there's so many things. It's like our main character Elliot Finch, like, who he plays in season 1 isn't who he plays in season 2, but it's like the dynamic of the interpersonal weaving relationships in between all of the characters, that's changed as much as the characters has changed from season 1. So I love that about it. But then also, it's like this show, yeah, Gangs of London, it's like, it's got all the interweaving personal relationships of something like Game of Thrones, but then it has a madness in terms of action, choreographed scenes, cinematography, all of that as something like The Raid. Like, it draws from any genre it wants and puts it together, and it's seamlessly perfect, bruv. Like it's so mad to be like you're talking about the music. It's like there's gonna be people, like even me. It's like there's only certain times I even acknowledge the music because of how much other stuff was so perfectly on balance. It's like they balance perfect music with perfect dialogue, with perfect cinematography, with perfect choreographed, you know what I'm saying, choreographed scenes. And it's just, bruv, it's like an orgasm of goodness, bruv, mixed in blood, gore, dialogue, and just family beef and drama. Like, it is mad, bruv. Jeez. Now, but bruv, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's actually crazy.
It's crazy, but yeah, just seeing like the cast like on the stage and stuff, and just saying how what they were going through. I just can't wait to see how these things unfold, because for a man like Luan, you got Ed, like I said, Elliot, Koba as well. Like, they have all their kind of reasons for what they're doing and stuff or whatever. But then the way they're just talking about it is like, oh yeah, I had to do this, do that. I think man like Luan was saying he had to hold his breath underneath like for 2-3 minutes to do a certain scene. And they said that's not even the peakness of it as well. I was like, what else have you man been doing? Yeah. Why are you putting these man through like such, not torture, but like, it's like, if it's intense on screen, I could thoroughly believe off screen it must have been just as mad.
And that's one of the things I love, because like, man's talking about how legit and how mad it is. I love that we got to hear the actors themselves talking about, yo, it felt like I had to go through pain to deliver this to you. And as we're watching it, we're like, oh, we feel the pain too. Do you get what I'm saying? And another thing is, it's like, one of the things that I rate about Gangs of London so much is the marketing they've done. In terms of putting out that Red Band trailer, yeah, someone might watch that Red Band trailer and be like, oh, this is what the show is, bruv. You see that Red Band trailer? That is a small snippet, a percentage of the energy that runs through the show. And when I say that, I don't mean every 5 minutes there's an action scene. The action scenes are so perfectly spaced out, but the dialogue and just the relationship. So even when there's a lack of dialogue, a man are just looking at each other, talking to each other, or there's stories and plots happening in the background when we're in the forefront doing other stuff, bruv. Like, there's so many layers to this thing, bruv. It's actually mad, bruv.
Yeah.
It's actually mad.
I feel like all the stuff you just mentioned, and then the family is in the middle,
Mm.
and I feel like that's what puts men into that emotional place, because like obviously you've got all these, you got the explosions, you got the dialogue, you got the music, you got this and that, but then it becomes more personal when it's family members. Now the level of peakness, it's different. And again, like the difference between the last season and this season is because last season is like, it's pretty much like one family, and now it's just like, because that power has been much like Dragon Ball's just gone everywhere. Now you get to exploit like different families. Do you know what I'm saying? You get to see just different emotions from different guys that you didn't see from last season. Like I mean, I think one of my favorite scenes is of Ed Dumanis. Like it's still very much imprinted on my mind, because it wasn't just like his performance there was absolutely killed it, shelled it. But I also feel like the people behind obviously making the series, how to capture it, the camera angle and the zoom in and adding to the music and removing the music at the perfect time, like you were saying, the balance in this thing is just ridiculous. And I really hope that the whole world gets to really understand, even for those who have never watched it, to go back to the first season, because Gangs of London is really setting levels to when it comes to like TV series, and like you said, grabbing aspects from different genres and putting them together. Because have we seen something like this before?
Bro, not on TV.
Not on TV.
No,
not that I can.
No
you know what
way.
I'm saying?
Yo.
No way. And that's even one of the things that I rate about AMC coming in for season 2 and being like, nah, we're going to get this out to the States. So if you are in America, I think from November 17th, it's going to be premiering in America. So you are going to get the opportunity to check it out. It's one of these shows, bruv. I'm telling you, don't let it, because it's Gangs of London or what, don't let any part of that put you off. This is a show that if you're into watching good things, this is the answer. Like, I think watching season 2 just reminded me again how good season 1 was. Yeah, bruv. And it makes this season 2, like, we've watched 2 episodes. It makes season 1 even better already, bruv. Like, it's one of, oh man. It's one of the first times I've watched 2 episodes and been like, I need to go back and watch the whole of season 1 again and make sure I'm not missing nothing, bruv, because there's too many bits. There's too many bits.
You know what's sick about that? The foundation laid from season 1, that's how you can get season 2. Without that, you can't get to this level. You can't get to this greatness.
And that's why I think someone, either Sky or AMC, needs to tell it off. We said that their man at the
We spoke to them about it as well.
I'm going to say it here again, because the world needs to keep hearing, like, a 1-day drop is insane. Like, what? We got 2 episodes, and we're already fiending for episode 3. Like, you got me shaking like this, yeah? So you can imagine when you're, like, putting this on a platform like Now TV,
Week
Sky,
to week. AMC.
AMC,
Bro.
week to week. These guys on social media in this day and age, they'll be coming back to you saying, this is what happened, this is what happened. You don't want your finale dropped in the day that people are now going to go watch it. Then it's like,
yeah, you're doing yourself a disservice.
the gas is gone.
Yeah.
But week to week, episode 3 finale, episode 4 finale. Can you imagine everyone just blowing their minds? They'd be like, where's the next episode? Do you want that? And even then, you're then keeping the people who like this stuff on your platform, maybe like, I'm waiting for the next episode. They either run it back or watch another show.
And this is one of the things I love about what you're saying, yeah, is that like all of these other services, yeah, like all of these other services pray to have a show that they can go week to week with. How like, you know, these man go week to week with Game of Thrones. This is it. This is it. It's 8 episodes. Like in 2 months, bruv, you could destroy the whole of the internet.
Yeah.
The whole of the world will be talking about this show. Do you know what I'm saying? If you drop it week to week. And it's not one of those ones. This is not one of those shows where the season premieres is fire and the finale's fire. Every single episode is a whole movie, a whole madness, a whole heart. Do you know what I'm saying? Defibrillating, inducing situation. It's mad. Like we're in there. I'm thinking they invited the Cybernerds because we was gonna have the biggest reaction, bruv. There's people jumping up and down, bruv. The place was going crazy.
Exactly.
The place was going crazy. It's mad to me. Do you know what I love to see? When people are going crazy over dialogue scenes. What? There's two people having a conversation. People are standing up. People are holding their heads.
Their mind.
The
Bruv.
girl next to me kept crying, bro.
Bruv.
That's what I'm
It's too
saying.
much.
Nah, man.
But even in the terms of like marketing, you're doing yourself a disservice because if every week this stuff is being, is going viral on the internet, people are talking about it. Those who don't know that this show exists, it will come on their feed and that will draw their curiosity. What's this I see on my feed every week? I need to go and check it. Now you're getting people plugged into the first season even before you even start watching the second season. Come on.
Now look, ladies and gentlemen, what we're gonna are we gonna rate? Let's rate these 2 episodes still, bro. It's kind of mad. It's kind of mad.
It's mad you actually are.
I knew what the answer was, but you get me. They have to understand.
You're doing it right.
Get me.
It's
So
mad, bro.
yeah, man. It's unanimous 5 stars. I'm for both episodes.
Yes, sir.
For both episodes, it's not an aggregated score. Each episode is legitly 5 stars. It's one of these shows you need to watch. I can't stress this enough to you. Make sure you're checking it out.
I was just gonna ask, characters that you're banging with right now.
Bruv, Koba.
Yeah, he's definitely
Listen,
top one.
bruv, I knew me and Koba, I knew he was my spirit animal from the Red Band trailer when he ate the Jammy Dodger. When he did that, I already knew. So when the first 2 episodes come and I see how man's moving, it's like, I knew he was part of the gang. Do you know what I'm saying? So he top of the list. Bam, I'm there and I'm good, fam. Get me.
Crazy, because obviously meeting him, like, even him and like Sope, Elliot as well. I'm like, you guys are complete opposites.
Different.
How are you putting what you read on the script to that on the screen? I'll never understand. That's why I'm like, you guys,
Top class actors.
bro.
Top class, bruv. Top class, fam. What about you? You got a character?
I'm going with I'm cheating a little bit. I'm going with the Dumanis, both Ed and his daughter.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Elliot, bro. Man's journey is about to be mad. I'm liking that there's this overarching thing that they keep talking about. We're only seeing a smidget of it, and Elliot's just pulling man back in, So I pray for man, but bro,
Do you know what? Do you know if I'm gonna throw another? Did you pick? How many did you pick?
I was gonna say Frida, but I know you're gonna say, bro.
Yo?
No. Wait. You was gonna say how many? Did you just picked one?
You picked one.
Yeah, I picked one, but
Pick another one because I want to get a second one.
I said 3. Obviously, when you said Koba, I was like,
Okay,
Then
yeah.
I said Elliot, but the man Luan as well, bro.
Yeah, okay, bam. I like that you took Luan. Luan would be my second. He's a madman. He's a madman.
bro.
He's been mad in season 1. He's mad in season 2. But for me, this is probably gonna get you, man. Billy Wallace.
Oh my God.
Yes.
What?
Do you know why? Do you know why?
From.
You need somebody to put on watch. He needs to be on watch, fam. Bruv, how he moves in season 1. Bruv, listen, if I'm picking Koba on one hand, all of my crud is 30. I'm good. So I'm going completely the other way with Billy.
Damn.
Yeah, bruv. This guy needs to be watched, fam. He needs to be watched, bruv. He's a loose cannon. It's wild. He's not moving. Well, he's not. He is. This is the thing. He is moving how he was moving in season 1, but he's not moving how he was moving in season 1.
Yeah.
This is the madness with the show,
His energy is shifted,
bruv. And listen. I just want to see what happens to this youth. I just want to see where he goes as the oldest brother of a family where the dad died, and the younger brother took up the reins and was, you know what I'm saying, really running things. I want to see where his energy's at now, fam. Like, and it starts off in the first 2 episodes crazy, and I know it's going to continue. Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen, even though Sky may have done you a disservice and dropped it all on one day, we are going to be watching every episode of Gangs of London week to week. Patreon.com/the Cybernerds. Come over there, watch the show with us week to week to week to week to week, because that's how it should be consumed. And then we're going to have 7 days between each one to talk about all the dumb, mad crud we saw. That's what, or binge it and then watch it with us anyway, because that's what we do too.
I'm going to cheat again.
Yeah, look, he wants more characters, bro. How many? What?
I'm going to cheat because obviously she was on stage, but we didn't see the first episode.
Yeah, because we was talking about her.
And Lale. They kept talking how mad she's going to move in it. She moved a bit, moved a bit mad in season 1, but they were talking a whole madness about her in this, and we ain't seen her.
And she was in shape, brother.
Hey!
In shape.
We see you. We see the cast members, so... I had to cheat. Sorry, I had to cheat.
Bro.
Live your truth.
Do you know what? Since we're doing it, listen. Wait, do you know what? Yeah. He picked the Dumanis, so I'm picking Marion Wallace as well.
Right.
Okay. We was being disrespectful, you know. We was
so
actually
hard.
being disrespectful.
Bruv, it's hard.
Yeah, but the way she comes on the team,
I know.
with the camera panning over.
Hey.
Yeah, bro.
For everyone who doesn't know who we're talking about, yeah, go watch the Red Band trailer. You see the really nice woman who introduces the Red Band trailer? Her. She's a savage and she's on savage mode. You get me? So yeah. Wow, Gangs of London. It's just something you need in your life. You're welcome. The Cyber Nerds are putting you on. You're welcome. You're welcome. Sky, appreciate you guys. Thank you. Come on then.
Denise.
No, bro. You got too many. What do you
mean? I got 2. You guys pick 3.
What about Sinestro, bro? Man like Asif, bro. Man, hey, just... This man's
no, because I was shouting her name. Right. The thing, like, when
bro. The whole cast, bro. Bro, we're watching all of you, man, bro.
Yeah, the whole cast and the crew as well, because the crew's moving. Crew's just... I know you can't see them on the screen.
That's it.
But they move just as mad as everyone in the show, man. Listen, look. Mad. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, make sure you're checking us out on patreon.com/thecybernerds, subscribing to the channel, hitting the thumbs up and pressing the notification bell so you can get notified every time we drop a banger. Other than that, listen, I hope to see you on the Gangs of London watch along because it's going to be mad. I'm J1 Further, the Cyber Nerds.
Revenue GS.
Sam, Mr. Blitztech.